The internet is beautiful. It's where you can talk to your grandparents, watch someone do this to a donut, and share your own art. You guys like that? I made that. If you aren't a chunky little baby in a pair of soiled diapers, then you're well aware how much the internet has changed. We went from thinking this was the best invention ever to regretting the very day we made our cheese on ice at yahoo.com email at 9 years old that we still use to this day. So grab your pop-up ad and hold your hot local single close to you. Let's explore how we came to hate the internet. I want to start us off with some pretty light stuff because we all know this is not going to be very fun by the end. The modern internet has been stripped away of any sort of personality, and I don't mean it in like a sexy boner kind of way. Websites used to have their own look and feel like you were visiting a store or an actual place. If you go to any website now, you'll see they all follow the same format, which is nice. I can go to the top right of Amazon, Target, or Walmart and see, yes, my cart is still filled with canned corn. My issue, and I assume most of you agree, is that none of these websites feel any different from one another. If you strip away the logo, how do I know I'm not accidentally buying canned corn on Best Buy? When I was younger, I used to go on Dave Pilkey's website to play games and listen to absolute bangers with this like hand-drawn jukebox thing. Come to think of it, I also just listened to music and played games on the Pokemon website. Maybe that's just what I miss. Maybe I just miss playing games and listening to music related to the website I'm on. What about it? Websites had more to interact with, more things to do that were simply, this would be fun to have on our website, rather than, this is gonna make us so much money, we're gonna be able to be neighbors with Dan Schneider. Not only that, they had experiences that separated them from one another and made you feel like you were visiting a specific space, not just interacting with a sterile wall of flat UX. I want my websites to look like how Fireflies by Owl City sounds, not be a sans serif orgy on a paper plate. What's happening, gamers? Man, do I feel smarter than ever. Now you might be asking yourself, how did this fly guy get his intelligence so high? And I'm gonna tell you right after a word from today's sponsor. Wait, no, I'm going to tell you during the word from today's sponsor. Brilliant is a sick learning platform that makes learning fun and engaging. Unlike the snooze fest that is school. Brilliant has thousands of interactive lessons in everything from AI and programming to science and math. We all know getting handed a freaking packet is no way of learning. That's why Brilliant provides a stimulating, hands-on style of teaching that's proven to be 6 times more effective than watching a lecture video. You can chillax knowing you'll be building your critical thinking skills through problem solving, not memorization. To be more like my hero Stephen Hawking, I've been training the science department of my brain. I'm able to start off with something more my level, like understanding the mechanics of machines, but soon I'll be solving the mystery of black holes. I'll make you proud, Mr. Hawking. To try all this freshness Brilliant has to offer for free for 30 days, visit brilliant.org/chon, scan the QR code on screen, or just click the link in the description. That's not all, home slice. This code will also give you how much percent? 20% off an annual subscription when you're ready to join the party. Shout out to all my dudes and dudettes at Brilliant for sponsoring this video. What's making this not so sexy game of strip poker even worse is the modern structure of the internet. Before, we had thousands of niche websites made by freaks and goblins just like you and I. That doesn't exist anymore. Now, we do have more people and companies on the internet than ever before, but the majority of internet activity happens on a handful of websites owned by multi-million-dollar companies with lizard CEOs. I was human. I am human still. Small commerce websites have been vored up by Amazon. Please do not use that take. If you're gonna use that take, at least pixelate it or something. That was fucking horrible. Meta owns most of the top social media websites. I would imagine Zuck was the type of kid that took his ball home when he got upset in the middle of a game with the way he runs his companies. Hobby and forum websites have been gobbled up by Reddit, and goddamn, does Reddit fucking suck. You can't post anything without having their stupid karma points, and how am I supposed to have karma if I can't post anything to begin with? Not to mention their stupid flares. What? My post got taken down because I didn't click the foreskin flare? What does that have to do with my Premiere Pro crashing? And when you finally get your post up, congratulations. Get ready to sift through sarcastic basement dweller comments, overdone Reddit inside jokes, and completely irrelevant responses. Hey guys, here are my two laptops that I'm trying to decide between. These are both within my budget of around $800, and I've done a lot of research and decided these are the closest to what I need. So let me know with your guys' expertise which would best fit my needs. Hey asshole, the narwhal bacons at midnight, Reddit greeting. You should just get this $5,000 desktop that I got. I know you said you're looking at laptops and you're never gonna use this the way I use it, but I just kind of want to interject my thoughts. I'm really out of touch with how much people can afford. Up dudes to the left. Reddit and so many other websites have become bloated messes trying to encompass features from every other platform into their own. I get it. They want to be the website that everyone uses, but it's doing the opposite effect. Why would I go on TikTok if I could just go and watch short form content on my Guitar Tabs app? What? All right, we're here. This is where it starts to suck now. Companies are aware what a cash cow the internet can be, and boy, do we all want some of that green milk. So imagine yourself being given the two options: A, unlimited money, or B, not obliterating the mental well-being of an entire population. I know. I would also choose the one that allows me to buy the visual representation of gonorrhea. The internet is purposely harmful now, and unlike an abusive partner, this can't be played off as sexy in a drama movie. Both Twitter and Facebook have tweaked their algorithm to be even more evil and prioritize anger. Their little website watches you to learn what you like and then shows you things that will piss you off instead. They'll still throw in some fuego shit in between though. The algorithm isn't broken. You'll engage with the things you like, but you'll stick around for and share the things that piss you off. They've perfected the ratio of monkeys on a playground videos to brutal crime prank videos. I don't even want to delve into what TikTok has done to people, so I'm just going to share this funny thing instead. The TikTok algorithm hides ugly people from you. That's why you've never seen me on your feed in the 5 years that I've been posting on there. It's not very funny anymore. It's one thing to want to keep people on your platform, but it's another to do it in the most comically despicable way possible. This doesn't work without a really long mustache. That just looked like I was picking a bug off my face. We all know social media makes kids hate themselves and take things into drastic measures, but what about adults? You ever think about us adults? How many adults in your life are unequipped to handle the insane political fear baiting that hits their feed every single day? I mean, we announced 2 popes in 1 week. How am I supposed to know which one's the real one? The brainwashing on social media is so bad. There are people out there who truly believe that Light Yagami's actions were just in Death Note. And we've arrived at the moment you've all been waiting for. Look, AI is such a big back topic, I cannot approach it in a Pokemon black or white way. I think in most scenarios, it sucks big loads and it is too advanced for us monkeys. I understand that it has its uses and it's been a game changer, but no one is stopping the ugly side that's making these Blink-182 Pop Funkos. Wait, these are real? These were made by humans? What are we so mad at AI for again? For a while now, the comment section of every platform has been overrun with bots. I was made well aware of this when someone commented, "You look hot." No human would have commented that. Now, the content itself is being made by robots, and not like the cute, cool ones like Gur from Invader Zim. And you know this video isn't AI generated or made by robots, because could a robot pull off moves like this? Not only is AI getting so realistic, but it's become so incessant. I have seen more AI than my own kids in the past few years, which makes total sense considering I don't have any kids. Also, if you call yourself a parent and you just have fur babies, you're this bitch from Bob's Burgers. It is not cute. Unless you can't have kids. I guess that's valid. Like if you got like a dog instead of a kid because your body can't make a baby, then you are allowed to call them your fur baby. I'll let it happen. Actually, you know what? What's your excuse? I haven't seen a real commercial on YouTube in ages. It's all been AI. If I search for anything, the majority of the top results are AI. If I'm going to Facebook Marketplace and I accidentally land on the abomination that is Facebook, it's a face full of AI. I clearly use a lot of PNGs in my videos, and it is literally a game of Where's Waldo to find non-AI pictures of a banana. Why would you generate an image of one of the most common and easily drawn fruits in the world? I want to stick to the internet side of the AI discussion, so I'm not going to talk about Disney using AI instead of using their unlimited money to make a show's intro. We've just grown tired of AI. It's always been something we've been fearful of, like a risky fart we don't know if we should release, but we released it, and we charted ourselves realistic AI Let's Plays. AI on the internet is especially insulting because this is and always has been a place for creatives to connect. Well, technically, it was originally a place for nerds at different colleges to connect. It was like Tinder, but without all the boning, and instead of sending pictures of your willy, they were sending pages of research papers. So it's not like Tinder at all. So when you have this place that used to be a place of passion, people, and creativity, and you unlock the door for everyone to become an artist with AI, which is such bullshit, then it kind of puts a bad taste in everyone's mouth. The risky fart did not taste good. Who would have thunk? Coupled with the incessant AI shit, the sheer volume of grifting that's happening on the internet now is unprecedented, and AI is just making it worse. All right, let's just wrap it up before this just turns into a AI hate video. I'm not here to tell you if all these things are good or bad. These are just the things that have happened with the internet. Yes, I clearly have my opinions and made them apparent at times, but I know the majority of people in this space can agree with most of the things I said. A lot of us came to the internet for the novelty of it and then stuck around for the magic of it. Talking to people, playing games made by people, watching videos made by people, enjoying art and sharing it with people, and visiting spaces made by people. The internet is different than it was before, for better or for worse. Your face is attached to everything you do, and you only spend your time on those big corporate websites because, well, what else are you gonna do? Don't say Discord. Good God, I am so glad this meme of like oversensitive Discord people is going around, because that shit could be such a cesspool at times. I love the internet. It's obviously a big part of my life, but the older I get, the less time I find myself spending on it. This is partly because I don't have time for it and I value my real life, but I think it's also because it just isn't the same magical place it used to be. Even if you find a low-key corner of the internet trying to recreate that old internet feeling, people are just too chronically online for the internet to be fun anymore. I can't even just blame big corporations for ruining the internet. This isn't a place you visit anymore. This is a place where people live. I'm not trying to just dog on people who use the internet a lot, because real life can really suck sometimes. I'm aware of that. I'm talking about like the small minority that just ruin it for everyone else. Reddit moderators, for example. Another point I want to hit on before we wrap up, and I've said this before, there is nothing inherently wrong with making money on the internet. That is an awesome thing that we can all do. The issue is when there is no passion or humanity behind it. It's just a money grab and nothing more. I put a lot of passion into this whole thing, so it really means a lot when people connect with it or with others through the community. This was mostly inspired by people I grew up watching. People who were creative and genuine, that showed me the internet can be a wonderful place to entertain and meet others. I constantly find new people, projects, and ideas that resonate with me and bleed into my work. So I appreciate all the creators out there, both on and off the internet. And to wrap this up with a touch of the modern internet, chondle that subscribe button for weekly videos every Saturday. Follow me on Instagram. Check out the things I've created on chon.digital. Have a blessed day, folks. Thank you for watching.